Hello artists, I am Mr. McCaffrey, and this class is called Introduction to Studio Art. Alright guys, let's go ahead and get started on our last pencil assignment for a little while. I very first did this assignment when I was in the 6th grade, and my 6th grade teacher was named Mr. McCaffrey, and he was actually my father. And so he taught me how to do this assignment, and I think it's a fun assignment, so we're going to do it. Step number 1, we want to use our pencil, and we want to draw evenly spaced apart horizontal lines all the way through our paper. If you want to use a ruler for this, go right ahead. I don't think you need to use a ruler, and I think it is good practice for drawing straight lines. But again, if you want to use a ruler, I say go for it. Our next step, we're going to go ahead and do the same thing, but on the opposite side of the paper. We're going to draw evenly spaced apart vertical lines. This is going to create a grid or a series of squares all the way across our paper. Okay, part 1, super easy. Horizontal lines and vertical lines. That's it. Okay, next step. Again, a super simple and easy step. We're going to draw 6 or more large, simple shapes on top of our grid. We want to draw different shapes, we want to draw them large, and we want to draw them all over the paper. Okay, again, that is easy enough. 6 simple shapes. Okay, now this next part, again, is very easy. It just takes a little bit of time. So what we're going to do is we're going to shade in our squares. And what we're going to do is we're going to have one square be very light and the next square be very dark. And it's just going to switch back and forth between light and dark squares. Okay, here is where it gets a little complicated. When we are drawing on the inside of any of our 6 shapes, we're going to reverse the value of that square. So if the square was supposed to be dark, on the inside of a shape it will be light. And if the square was supposed to be light, on the inside of the square it will be dark. Now this is a pretty simple process, but it can get confusing, so it is extremely important that you go square by square. You don't want to start jumping around and coloring in squares that are farther down the page. You want to go square by square, left to right, top to bottom. By concentrating square by square, you're going to go ahead and get a real interesting and creative drawing. As always, when we are drawing with pencil, we want to have a very sharp pencil. This is going to make it easier to turn it on its side and shade in areas faster. I'm sure you've noticed by now, if you have only a mechanical pencil, it is extremely difficult to shade these things in. This is why, of course, I wanted you to get a wooden drawing pencil. Okay, so we're just gonna work our way all the way to the very bottom, square by square, left to right, top to bottom. It's helpful if you have two different kinds of pencils, a dark pencil and a light pencil. If you don't, of course, this is still completely possible to do with one pencil. You just press lighter at one point and harder at the other points. Just take your time, go slowly, remember that art is not a race, and enjoy this meditative process. And that's it, your final pencil assignment. We'll probably have more pencil assignments in the future. But your pencil assignment are at an end for a while. Good luck.
Does my picture have to look like your picture?
No, definitely not. I want your art to be about you and to look like you.
Can my picture look like your picture?
Yes, of course. I'm an art teacher. You can absolutely copy what I've done.
What if my drawing isn't perfect? What if I'm terrible at art?
Well, no drawing is ever perfect, so we don't have to worry about that. What we do have to worry about is improving on our past performance.
Do I have to take a picture of this when I'm done?
Yes. Every single time you complete an assignment in this class, you must photograph it and turn it in on Google Classroom. Every single time. Whoa! You did it! You finished! All you have to do now is take a picture of your work and turn it in on Google Classroom.